hanging from a thread till you dead. Cause your partner put a price on your head. Cause your chick was laying up in his bed. She getting details, spilling every word that you said. She working retail, thirsty bitch just trying to get ahead. If history tell us anything, y'all both end up dead. It's just a street tale, a fable, some shit someone said. Sit at the table and hope there's more to offer than bread. Pulled out the cradle, first steps you getting chased by a fed. No head starts, just body parts and lead sparks. Old religion, brand new hate and weak hearts. Oligarchs, krakens, dragons, you see sharks. Imagine you could manage to maneuver the deep part. You a savage, you can have it, just show all your teeth sharp. If you could grab it, you could stab it, just aim for the bleeding heart. The ones that show compassion, a soldier that seeks art. Does the artist that wage war take over or take part? Taking a knee, thinking no one faithful is me. I'm good people in bad lands, no evil live within me. I mind mine, I'll survive, find this lands for the free. If I'm mistaken, I'm forsaken, no one rescuing me. Residual effects, stray bullets through familiar necks. For any number of infractions that I deem disrespect. Your beliefs, you deserve better, but we both in the shit. You just haven't come to grips with it yet. Fight or flight, and they ain't really nowhere to go. If your back is against the wall and you ain't throwing no blows, you gon' crumble in the rubble, become blood in the snow. If you a victim, they collect them, grab the body and go. Dig them and ditch them, total disregard for the soul. Gas them and lit them, watch the flesh burn in the glow. Where we live and catch a shivering, it's a hell you don't know. Your best hope is that your dying ain't slow, or your dying's a show. Where we at, it's every man for his own. A bloody backdrop, where killers just zone and slice flesh to the bone. Masked and gloved up front of your home. A flash of gun, but the side of your dome. Fresh blood from a stone, dents in your sense. Kick your fucking ball through the fence. Dare you to say something, no sense in sitting around in suspense. Find out what's next, open your fucking mouth, disrespect. See the extent of how my life is intense. She beautiful and oppressed in a permanent summer dress. She a servant and still she blessed. Children cradled against her breast, whispering prayers, wishing their souls the best, knowing that they forgotten, not forgetting they're blessed. The bloodiest red lights, just piles of dead life. Something must be broken, the glyphs wasn't read right. You think them Bible papers will shed light? Yeah, right. Burn after reading, tell the preacher I'm leaving. What is poppin', people? Welcome back to Shy Ill Reacts. I am your host, Shy Ill, and we are back in the building. Salutes to y'all for being with me today on this lovely Thursday afternoon. Right? Hope everybody's having a great day and getting to that money. Millions! Right? Get that paper. Salutes. What is poppin', y'all? Welcome. Let's hang out for a bit, all right? It is Friday's Eve, and el cuerpo lo sabe. Your boy's tired, right? And has no lack of shit to do when I get off the screen. Big long audition today. So, we're going to get through it as quickly as possible. I appreciate y'all for hanging out. We are at the tail end of our 2-week experiment on daytime streams, noon streams for Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, and night streams for Mondays and Fridays. Not sure what the verdict is just yet, but I'm thinking there's gonna be a daytime stream during the week, maybe 2, and one night stream during the week. All right, Monday might be a night off. All right, I don't know yet. I still have to look at the numbers and see what was what. But I appreciate y'all taking this journey with me. Y'all let me know what y'all like. If y'all have enjoyed the day streams in the last couple of weeks. Again, I don't know how long the experiment's going to go. It's going to go till I run out of gas. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button if you have yet to do so. Salutes to y'all for hanging out with me. Hope everybody's getting that money right now. Let's get to the chat right quick. Let's see. We have to begin. Shout out Eddie Jimenez on the check-in. First, salutes. Let me see. Make sure that's right, because I can't unpin this comment right here. You never play me, nice try. Ballin' in a nice spot. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Hello, Mr. Nice Watch.
Jonathan Pantuia sent $5 salutes Chi Il my dude, Il Cartel members, and chat. I hope you have a blessed and grateful Friday Junior as this experiment continues. Please like and subscribe to the great quality content, it's free, 100.
Wow, shout out JP for the $5 power chat. All right, salutes. Salute Shail, my dude, Il Cartel members in chat. Hope you have a blessed and grateful Friday Junior as this experiment continues. Please like and subscribe to the great quality content. It is free. Cut the shit. Let's get it. Appreciate you, Jonathan. Thank you for being here, sir. Salutes to you. Let me knock this down real quick just so I can pull up. Boom, there he is. Eddie Jimenez. Shout out Eddie Jimenez on the check-in. Salute Zoraida. Shout out Steve Grinvalski. Couldn't send messages yesterday. Well, looking like you can send them today. So I hope that works out for you. Appreciate you being here. And I apologize for El Tubo not letting you send messages yesterday. Shout out Shannon on the check-in. Salutes. ECA 2022. Salutes. Appreciate you. Thank you for being here. My brother Oso in the building. Shout out Velez. Salutes to you, sir. I appreciate you. And shout out to Pooh on the check-in. All right. Hit that like button on the way in. Share. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We got a couple of things to cover today. Today we'll be covering the students that we were talking about yesterday. The 9 teenagers to young adults that were found detached from themselves on the highway in Mexico. We're going to talk about that. There's a video here. Shout out to Shannon for helping push the content. Helping push the content forward. She let me know about this video from Beyond the Evidence. I'll give y'all his channel too. They doing bad. They definitely doing bad. So we're gonna cover that. What else are we gonna cover? We're gonna cover a mass extermination ranch that was discovered at a CJNG training camp in Jalisco. Hundreds believed to have been disappeared there. All right, we're gonna talk about that, and we're gonna talk about U.S. hammer shops supplying Bartels with the rifles most feared by the military. To me, it's looking like that 50. That 50 ain't no joke. I like that 50. 50 cal. Salutes. So that's what we're going to talk about. We're here for a good time, not a long time. We also have another premiere at 2:30 that'll be dropping. So make sure you join me in the live chat for that. And hit all the buttons and bells and whistles over there too. Again, shout out JP for the $5 power chat. We appreciate you, sir. And boom. We about to get into it. Hot news. 9 detached bodies found on the side of the highway in Mexico. Again, I gotta speak in code, y'all. Chicago. Let's get it.
The 9 students who went missing while vacationing at Oaxaca Beach on February 27th were found dead on the side of the Puebla Highway in Mexico on March 2nd. Even more horrifying, a bag containing 8 pairs of hands was found at the scene, along with 2 other hands discovered in the car.
I'm pretty sure that's not a picture of any of their pictures, but then again, I don't know.
Car trunk.
He probably just AI'd some shit real quick, you know? Ya llegó por quien lloraban. Shout out Primo in the check-in. Salutes.
No.
Along with 2 other hands discovered in the car trunk. A young woman who narrowly escaped made a shocking statement, claiming that the police were behind the incident. Meanwhile, Mexican statement.
What the fuck is going on here? It has to be some AI shit. Or the way the picture's taken something. Why does this look like an eye on her chest? Weird shit.
Claiming that a young woman who narrowly escaped made a shocking statement, claiming that the police were behind the incident.
What statement? We ain't hear no statement. Where's that statement at? Where's it coming from? You know what I'm saying? I want to hear that statement. What she say? She said the police had something to do with it? Okay. All right.
Meanwhile, discovered in the car trunk. A young woman who narrowly escaped made a shocking statement, claiming that the police were behind the incident. Meanwhile, Mexican officials put forward new, equally shocking theories, leaving the public unsure of whom to believe. Before uncovering the mysteries of this globally shocking case,
I didn't know there was so many theories. I mean, this story just happened, right? This shit's just been, excuse me, developing over the last couple of weeks. God damn, Vicente came in hot. 50 cal coming from Racine, Wisconsin. Reporter was telling Borderland. Crazy. My boy was trying to get me to go to Oaxaca. Tell your boy leave you the fuck alone. Tell your boy to back up. Leave me the fuck alone, bro. I don't need to go nowhere. Shout out Darkly Noon on the check-in. Shout out Vicente on the check-in. He said that's her nipple. Her nipple wink at you and shit. Third eye. I didn't think Oaxaca was occupied by any cartels. I don't know that there's any place that ain't connected somehow, reachable by the cartels.
don't forget to like and
unfortunately, I just watched this heartbreaking story on Law and Crime. You know why you had to watch it on Law and Crime? Because you missed it right here yesterday. Oh, shit. Yeah.
Mono con los ojos tapados.
That's it. But yeah, it is definitely an unfortunate story.
subscribe to our channel so you won't miss any of our exciting videos.
Jesus. Come on, dude. Fuck.
On March 2nd, 2025, police found the bodies of 9 students, 4 women, and 5 men inside a dark gray Volkswagen Vento, abandoned in San Jose, Mayahuatlan. San Jose, Mayahuatlan is located on the border between the Mexican states of Puebla and Oaxaca, about 175 miles from Mexico City. The victims were found in a dismembered state, with a bag of severed hands beside them. 4 of them were in the car trunk, while the other 5 were found under a blood-stained tarp. The crime scene suggested a brutal murder, likely carried out by a gang. The victims, aged between 19 and 30, died from gunshot wounds and had multiple injuries on their bodies. Authorities took a long time to clear the crime scene and conduct forensic examinations. The initial report indicated that the victims might be the group of students previously reported missing by their families. The students from Tlaxcala had informed their families that they were heading to Oaxaca Beach to celebrate their graduation on February. Informed their families that they were heading
Look
to
at that, man. Fucking paradise. Paradise. And you can't just sit there with your ass out and enjoy the rays of the sun, because a motherfucker might snatch you. Next thing you know, your hands end up your ass and you're in a fucking trunk somewhere. Like, come on, man. What's wrong with humanity? Humanity, ya lo cagaron. Humanity lo cagó.
Yo vivo tranquila con los pelos en el pecho y la
La
calle.
cagó.
¡Cállate, hipopuerta!
La cagó. Travelers, how about those miniguns that end up in Mexico? Military has to be involved. I mean, ain't nobody making that motherfucker in their backyard. You know what I mean? Child, was this covered when I had to take the important call? Ah, shit, with this. Listen, man, whatever it was, man, you weren't here, bro. All right? My memory ain't as detailed as yours. Back the fuck up off me, all right? Let me take my shot. Keep it moving, all right? Fuck, yeah, but you missed this one. You missed this one. So we talked about it yesterday. But you've had time to replay Gang since then. I miss me with the excuses. I ain't trying to hear that shit.
Oaxaca Beach to
Look at that beautiful beach, you know?
celebrate their graduation
Probably you there's a chance you won't make it back from that motherfucker.
on February 14th. However, by February 27th, their families were unable to
Hands up here. I'm just saying though, like, you know what I mean? They wild.
contact them. Were heading to Oaxaca Beach to celebrate their graduation on February 14th. However, by February 27th, their families were unable
Here's
to
the
contact
thing. This
them
guy's
and
making
reported
it
the
seem this whoever this is, this AI voice is making it seem like they were all together. I want to know that. Were they all together or were they split apart? Were they just separate people, didn't even know each other?
disappearance to celebrate their Tlaxcala students. Previously, the initial report indicated that the victims might be the group of students previously reported missing by their families.
Initial report.
The students from Tlaxcala had informed their families that they were heading to Oaxaca Beach to celebrate their graduation on February 14th. However, by February 27th, their families were unable to contact them and reported the disappearance to the authorities. Despite a large-scale search operation by the police, no trace of the 9 students
the
was
14th.
found until the discovery
To the 27th? That's a long time.
and reported the disappearance to the authorities. Despite a large family reported missing by their families, the students from Tlaxcala had informed their families that they were heading to Oaxaca Beach to celebrate their graduation on February 14th. However, by February 27th, their families were unable to contact them and reported the disappearance to the authorities. Despite a large-scale search operation,
Yeah, but here's the thing. When did you, was it the 27th that you couldn't get a hold of them anymore? Or was it the 15th? Was it the 19th? Was it the 20th? I need these details. They
by
matter
the
to me.
police, no trace of the 9 students was found until the discovery of the crime scene. The other victims were identified as Ruben Ramos, Rolando Evaristo, and Uriel Calva, all 22 years old, Raul Gonzalez and Noemi Lopez, both 28, Leslie Noya, 21, Angie Lizeth Perez Garcia, 29, and Jacqueline Aylett, 23.
And if they are in the if they are in the immediate vicinity of if they're all in the immediate vicinity of each other, you know, nobody saw nothing. Like, I don't understand. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so. Shout out Shannon. That video told a different story for sure. Yeah, this is totally different. This is my problem with the fucking internet. You know, we don't know what's what. In the last story that we paid attention to yesterday, which I believe might have been a long crime story, I don't recall. Yeah, it was. It was Jesse Weber. 'Cause Jesse Weber was talking to the detective. They said these people weren't together. They were separate. All there separately, didn't know each other, ended up all together somehow. I didn't hear nothing in their story about the survivor making a statement about the police. I don't recall that. I heard them say that the internet was spreading rumors and shit like that, and bringing up the mayor, who was an old man, right, that became the leader of the gang there. So he was the leader of the gang there. The old man, he was the mayor. And he did some foul shit. And what, is this his penance, that they just make his town look like shit and take out the lives of these young people? Is that it? That was it? Send a message? These young people were envelopes to send a message? fuck are we talking about here? But totally different stories. Now in this video, he's telling us, it sounds like he's telling us they were together, all together, celebrating their graduation, but I don't know.
The identity of the 9th victim has not yet been confirmed. Surveillance footage from February 24th showed the Volkswagen Vento driving along the Atlixco Highway near the town of Atlixco. This location is about 90 miles west of where the 9 victims were found. Authorities remain unclear about the group's whereabouts between February
1, 2, 3, 4. So they don't have the identity of the other ones. And it looks like they keep skewing her picture, man. They keep making her picture different.
24th and 27th. The mother of victim, Jacqueline Ailet Meza, said her daughter went on vacation with friends to the Mexican coast in late February before disappearing. She later called for help on Facebook and provided authorities with several details. My daughter went missing last night on a beach in Huatulco. Someone took her, and we have no news, Jacqueline's mother wrote. She also revealed that Jacqueline had 2 young...
Who was she with? The mother is saying my daughter went missing last night. Where was the mother? Yeah, no ransom, nothing. Where was the mother? How do you know? How are you able to say last night? Like I don't know if I'm not putting these things together. I'm just not getting the information. And again, it's fractured information coming from who knows how many different places. But and what dates? Because they say late February for her, right? But some people say that those kids went on vacation on the 14th, and on the 27th they decided to call law enforcement because they couldn't find them. So I need a timeline.
Young children waiting for her at home, and that she was abducted from a restaurant near the beach. Many of the victims' families seem detailed. She later called for help on Facebook and provided a theory before disappearing. Went on vacation with friends to the Mexican coast in late February before disappearing. She later called for help on Facebook and provided authorities with several details. My daughter went missing last night on a beach in Huatulco. Someone took her, and we have no news, Jacqueline's mother wrote. She also revealed that Jacqueline had 2 young children waiting for her at home, and that she was abducted from a restaurant near the beach. Many of the victims' families seemed unable to accept the horrifying truth. Speaking to Mexican media, Leslie Noya's mother admitted that she was no longer lucid enough to comprehend what was happening. The woman wished that everything was just a nightmare and that things would be okay. But the reality was too cruel. She later made a statement suggesting that her daughter had trusted the wrong person. This cryptic remark has only deepened public suspicion surrounding the shocking case. What happened to...
Let me tell you something. Sometimes you go out there and you say shit like that. What if that cousin or the sister, whatever, didn't know nothing about her trusting the wrong people? Maybe that's just something she said out of her fucking head, and she creates this whole different line of thinking that doesn't exist because you're just making up shit now on the internet.
To these people during their vacation is the question that concerns many the most. What happened to these people during their vacation is the question that concerns many the most. The details surrounding the case remain a mystery, as Mexican authorities have released very little information. While many suspect that a Mexican gang may have been behind the incident, a new detail has emerged that turns everything upside down. A young woman who narrowly escaped has revealed a horrifying story.
Answer me the question, where did the sole survivor say it? So we could read her statements for ourselves and get a source for it.
The lucky survivor is Brenda Salas, 19-year-old. A close friend of victim and survivor is Brenda Salas.
What's going on right here? Yeah, there's some AI shit going on here.
Salas, 19-year-old. A close friend of victim Angie Perez, 29-year-old. Speaking to the Tlaxcala State Attorney General's office, Brenda stated that she and Angie were standing outside the Hospedaje Jaca Hotel in Huatulco, Oaxaca, on February 26th. At that moment, a few city police agents suddenly forced them into a patrol car and kidnapped them. She believes that the police were behind the incident that led to her friend's death. However, Brenda did not disclose what happened next after they were abducted, raising even more curiosity as to why she survived while Angie did not.
How? What'd she say? She said the police got them. Somebody's not telling us something. Somebody's not telling us something. The owner of the hotel, the one girl, survivor, was staying, shot the same day the bodies were found. Yeah. And it makes sense that nobody's reporting snatchings if the police is picking people up. No ransom, nothing. Ended up with their hands in a bag. Maybe the police were drunk and wanted to have fun. It's kind of ridiculous. Then they need to end up with their hands in bags. They make it sound like they were all traveling separately. Who does? Everybody else, right? Because Law and Order made it sound like they were moving separately. This, which, you know, we'll take this with a big old grain of salt. It's saying that these two were together. That we knew. That the survivor and Angie were together. But I don't believe the whole group was together. He was a gang leader, but someone was just bored. Yeah, no shit.
Meanwhile, the prosecutor's office has not provided any details on how Brenda Salas was rescued. They also have not confirmed whether Brenda's testimony is truthful, but the governor of Oaxaca stated that the case is still under investigation. Speaking to the
And maybe they ain't trying to tip off the people that are inside that are involved in all of this shit, so they're keeping this information quiet right now. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so, y'all.
Daily Mail, the prosecutors is still under investigation. Speaking to the Daily Mail, the prosecutor's office only revealed that authorities rescued Brenda on March 3rd, one day after the 9 students were found murdered. They refused to disclose any details regarding the rescue or the investigation into the
rescued or turned over? That sounds strange. So she was rescued the next day.
The shocking close any detail. Day after the 9 students revealed that authorities rescued Brenda on March 3rd, one day after the 9 students were found murdered. They refused to disclose any details regarding the rescue or the investigation into the shocking case. The testimony of the sole survivor has led many to suspect the Mexican police. Some speculate that the police may have collaborated with criminal gangs to eliminate the 9 students. However, others believe that the police may have kidnapped the 2 girls for some other reason. Under public pressure, Oaxaca Governor Solomon Jara was
What's the motive at the end of the day? Just to
questioned about the allegations that police were behind the abduction and murder of the 9 students. However, the content of the interrogation was not shared with the media, making the case even more mysterious. Jara only stated that the officers accused by Brenda remain unidentified, but the authorities will investigate. If Brenda's accusations are proven true, those officers will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. Meanwhile, based on the survivor's testimony, an observant individual discovered that the hotel where Brenda and Angie stayed when they were abducted was owned by Che Lavariega. Strangely, Jose was shot dead while driving in San Miguel del Puerto, Oaxaca. Also on March 2nd, the same day the 9 victims were found.
what?
Upon looking into Jose, many were shocked to learn that he was a well-known figure in the area. Jose had previously run for mayor of Santa Cruz Huatulco in Oaxaca, but was accused of running his own criminal organization. He frequently recruited new members into his organization. From there, the media began investigating and uncovered a special connection between Jose.
That's my question. That's my question. When they said, yeah, what's the motive? Why? They say, oh, they might have done this and they might have done that, but why did they do it? Why these kids in particular? Or could it would have just been at random, sending a message? I don't know, maybe to this asshole. So this guy owned a hotel, ran for mayor, ran a gang, got smoked the same day that the girls got snatched.
They and the Tulco in Oaxaca. They was visual. Meanwhile, based on the survivor's testimony, an observant individual discovered that the hotel where Brenda and Angie stayed when they were abducted was owned by Che Lavariega. Strangely, Jose was shot dead while driving in San Miguel del Puerto, Oaxaca. Also on March 2nd, the same day, the 9 victims were found. Upon looking into Jose, many were shocked to learn that he was a well-known figure in the area. Jose had previously run for mayor of Santa Cruz Huatulco in Oaxaca, but was accused of running his own criminal organization. He frequently recruited new members into his organization. From there, the media began investigating and uncovered a special connection between Jose and the 9 victims. According to NVI Noticias, the 9 students did not actually travel to Oaxaca Beach for a vacation.
Yeah, shout out Shannon. The same day, my bad. Same day that they were found.
As the 9 students did not actually travel to Oaxaca Beach for a vacation as they had told their families. Instead,
wait, what's the theory? Were the 9 victims members of a criminal gang?
According to NVI Noticias, the 9 students did not actually travel to Oaxaca Beach for a vacation as they had told their families. Instead, they were members of a criminal organization called Los Zacapoaxtlas, which was led by Jose Lavariega. Both Jose and the murdered victims had crossed the wrong gang, which led to their gruesome fate. A police source told Mexican media that the group had arrived in Oaxaca in mid-February and engaged in criminal activities such as robbery and theft. NVI Noticias reported that the 9 students had stolen $19,000 from a man.
That is a hell of a motive for, what do we say, the moment that we heard about the hands in the bag, you know? That the hands in the bag usually signifies, or the hands being severed usually signifies a thief, you know?
And at a Santander bank in Santa Cruz, Huatulco on February 14th. The victims were also accused of attempting to rob an ATM on February 17th in downtown Huatulco. The group had also planned to rob a business at a commercial shopping center, but the attempt failed. While they were at February 7th, the victims were bank, the 9 students, robbery and theft. NVI Noticias reported that the 9 students had stolen $19,000 from a man at a Santander bank in Santa Cruz, Huatulco on February 14th. The victims were also accused of attempting to rob an ATM on February 17th in downtown Huatulco. The group had also planned to rob a business at a commercial shopping center, but the attempt failed. While they were at the hotel, a group of people claiming to be police officers kidnapped them and took them away. This is why Brenda believes that the police were behind the incident. However, authorities have not yet confirmed whether the officers who arrested these students were real or imposters. They suspect that the Los Zacapoaxtlas crime organization clashed with a more powerful gang.
Yeah, I don't know what it translates to. Grinvalski, maybe somebody can help us in the chat.
Leading to both its leader and members being eliminated with a more powerful. They suspect that the Los Zacapoaxtlas crime organization clashed with a more powerful gang, leading to both its leader and members being eliminated. At the scene where Jose was found, Mexican authorities discovered a note left in his car that read, "This is the price thieves must pay." Mexican gangs have long been notorious for punishing thieves by cutting off their hands. This suggests that the killing of the 9 students was likely carried out by the same group and for the same reason. After NVI Noticias reported the victims' connection to crime boss Jose, the state offices of Tlaxcala,
but what is
Puebla,
the victims'
and
connections?
Oaxaca
Here's the question. He's saying NVI. What NVI? There's some outlet we got to go check, because you're saying you're just saying there's a connection to dude. What's the connection to dude? He recruited all of them. They all came separately to go on a spree. Now, I did question, why this vacation for these young kids starts. I get it, you know, people take 2-week vacations, no big deal, right? But these kids, you know, he must have been out there spending bread. But what's the connection to him? You can't just say all these kids had a connection to him. Trust me, this shit sounds plausible as hell. It sounds plausible as hey, they came out there for a couple of weeks of getting money, and they were gonna go back to where they was at. They was plugged with dude. Old girl staying at the hotel with the other shorty. It's his hotel. You know, they pull off some shit for 2 weeks. The victims and the police do a little reconnaissance and figure out, hey, it's these kids. Boom, they go snatch them up from where they're at. Put their hands in bags, get rid of him. You know, all of those things make sense. You know, reason it didn't raise any red flags, anybody getting snatched up. I'm thinking they are at a resort or some shit, hanging out, and boom, they get snatched up in front of everybody. Nah, of course not.
Jose, the state offices of Tlaxcala, Puebla.
But tell me what the connection is between them and him. How did you connect that?
Connection to crime boss Jose, the state offices of Tlaxcala, Puebla, and Oaxaca all refused to provide further investigation details. The sole survivor, Brenda, also remained silent about the accusations and why they were staying at a hotel owned. Also remained further investigation details. The sole survivor, Brenda, also remained silent about the accusation.
That ain't fucking Brenda. They just, boy, these AI videos just throw whatever, boy. YouTube don't give a shit no more. People just not even trying. Just throw a picture of whoever right there.
And why they were staying at a hotel owned by Jose. Meanwhile, the mother of victim, Angie Lizeth Perez Garcia, told El País that her daughter had no connection to Jose's criminal group. My daughter had nothing to do with that.
Imagine if there was an ESPN sportsbook. I'm talking stats, same-game parlays.
That group. If there were a real and serious investigation, my daughter had nothing to do with that group. If there were a real and serious investigation, I'm sure many things would be uncovered. My daughter didn't deserve this, she said. While Angie's mother denied her daughter's involvement with the gang, Mexican officials presented a new, supposedly credible theory. An official from the prosecutor's office, who was familiar with the investigation, shared details with the Daily Mail. This person claimed that Jose Lavariega, also known as El Josha, had invited the 9 victims members of Los Zacapaxles to vacation in Oaxaca. Following his invitation, the victims reportedly asked him if they could steal and engage in other criminal activities while in Oaxaca. Jose's approval ultimately pushed these young people into the most terrifying nightmare.
Well, now that sounds ridiculous. He invited them to hang out, and then they asked him if they can be gangsters, and blah, blah, blah. No, if there was a deal for them to come out there and do work, then they was going to come out there and do work. Not some day he just invited them out, they came out and ended up doing work. Fuck out of here.
According to an insider's page in other criminal activities while the...
Hey, bro, thanks for inviting us out here, bro. You think we could hit some ATMs and get some dudes in a car park and take 19 stacks from them, put some heat on our names and party all over and be all over this town for 2-3 weeks before we get snatched up? Nah, that don't sound right. It sounds like an exaggerated version of what they already speculated.
Also known as El Josha, had invited the 9 victims members of Los Zacapaxles to vacation in Oaxaca. Following his invitation, the victims reportedly asked him if they could steal and engage in other criminal activities while in Oaxaca. Jose's approval ultimately pushed these young people into the most terrifying nightmare. According to an insider source,
unless all of these kids were part of that gang, living wherever they was at, and still part of this gang. But I don't know, though. That shit sounds a little far-fetched. Connection, yeah. Part of the gang, I don't know. Show up there and be like, hey, can I steal? If they went there to steal, it's because they were convinced from wherever they were at to come there to steal.
When the students asked if they could loot stores in Oaxaca, Jose replied, "No problem at all." With their leader's permission, the 9 students from Tlaxcala, 5 men and 4 women, began carrying out a series of thefts and robberies.
You got to show me proof of at least one of those. At least one. You know what I'm saying? Because this shit is this whole part is sounding far-fetched. If they have any criminal intent whatsoever, they came there with it. You know, you got to prove something out of all of this, something.
However, their actions angered another criminal group involved in drug trafficking in Oaxaca. The problem was that Los Zacapoaxtlas had crossed the line by operating in a rival gang's territory. There is another local criminal gang that controls the area near Oaxaca's coast. And then, what had to happen happened, the official told Daily Mail. Mexican authorities also revealed that the criminal networks in this area follow an unspoken rule: avoid committing crimes that directly impact local residents. However, when the 9 students violated this rule, chaos ensued. The official further explained that the most powerful crime syndicate in the region operates by selling drugs to tourists. Therefore, they have an agreement not to engage in robberies, considering looting a crime that directly affects ordinary civilians.
Yeah, don't mess with the market. Leave the market alone.
The official also confirmed that the daring robberies committed by the 9 students, as reported by NVI Noticias, were true. The latest statements from Mexican officials have stirred public debate, as this information has not yet been officially confirmed by the government. Meanwhile, some of the victims' families have not yet spoken out about the case. However, many believe that the information revealed by this official to the media is likely true. Oaxaca is widely known as a popular tourist destination, famous for its world-renowned cuisine and stunning beaches. Therefore, the murder of 9 students in this coastal city has shocked the public. The Attorney General's office in Puebla is still working with other law enforcement agencies in Tlaxcala and Oaxaca in an effort to arrest the perpetrators. At this time, I cannot provide any information. There are multiple lines of investigation, but I cannot disclose them for security reasons, said the head of the Puebla Attorney General's office. Most people know that Mexico has been ravaged by gang violence for decades. According to the latest data, more than 30,000 homicides occurred in Mexico in 2023, most of which were linked to gangs and carried out in gruesome ways. In 2018, 3 Mexican film students traveled to Guadalajara to shoot a project for their university. There, they met a 24-year-old rapper and YouTube sensation named Christian Omar Palma Gutierrez. Gutierrez was working for the Jalisco New Generation Cartel. Like many others, Christian Omar Palma Gutierrez was drawn into the cartel, where he was paid 3,000 pesos per week to work as a cook. Cook was a euphemism for the gruesome task of disposing of victims. The 3 students, aged between 20 and 25, met Gutierrez in Guadalajara. They had no connections to the cartel, but accidentally filmed a house belonging to a rival gang. The house had been a target under surveillance by the Jalisco New Generation Cartel. Shortly after, they were kidnapped, detained, and later murdered to cover up the incident. While Gutierrez in Guadalajara. They had no connections to the cartel, but accidentally filmed a house belonging to a rival gang.
They accidentally filmed a house. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so. So you got 3 film students go to make a movie in Mexico, meet a 24-year-old rapper, film the wrong house, ended up bound, gagged, and terminated. I'm telling you, boy, shit is outrageous. Shit is outrageous. You touch someone's ass, that would explain the hands. I think it's rogue police off duty. Sounds deeper than all that. Girl stayed at his hotel. Maybe just because they were staying at his hotel, they whacked him too. Or maybe they whacked them girls because of him. It makes perfect sense. And where the other kids were kidnapped. Come on, vacation to come steal an unknown charted territory. I agree. El Pozolero was the truth. Bro, let me find out you're using AI channel as your source.
Baba, most of these channels is AI channels. And secondly, he's naming, this AI guy is naming sources. I need to go find that that source that talks about all the, the shit that the girl said, Definitely won't be craving eating pozole anytime soon. $174.
The house had been a target under surveillance by the Jalisco New Generation Cartel. Shortly after, they were kidnapped, detained, and later murdered to cover up the incident, while Gutierrez was arrested as a scapegoat for the cartel. In September 2011, Mexican police discovered multiple victims stuffed into a sack outside an elementary school in Acapulco. This event led to dozens of schools going on strike due to security concerns. That same day, in another part of the city, police found more victims in a horrifying state. Officials believed this was a tactic used by criminal gangs to instill fear in the public. Gangs often sign their crimes using distinctive markings. In 2022, the discovery of multiple dismembered body parts caused even greater panic among the public. Along with the remains was a note sent to the Mexican Department of Defense, in which the gang demanded permission to deal with those fools from the Cartel del Noreste on their own. This issue has nothing to do with any of you, the note read. Please allow us to work at night to eliminate these filthy scum. Gangs often settle their disputes in the most horrifying ways. Share your thoughts, feelings, and opinions about this story in the comments section below.
Yeah, it sounds like a cockamamie story, but let me see if I can get some of these. What's it called? Some of these.
I had low P,
Low performance.
That's when I discovered.
Whether the
See if we could get some of these sources. Shout out Vernon Himes on the check-in. Guess who's Bizak? Salutes. Welcome back. Appreciate you being here. The story sounds made up. Definitely sounds made up. Here's the thing, though. Okay, let me break it down like this. The whole police connection, the whole hands in the bag, the whole 9 separate kids from separate places that maybe kind of know each other, hit the like button, y'all. All of that shit makes perfect sense for that, right? But then there's other things that don't make sense. Are they part of this gang? Are they traveling to do this crime and this, that, and the other? That just sounds ridiculous. But it does make sense when it comes to you find out that the dude got smoked the same day they were found. It does make sense when it comes to when you find out that there was 8 pairs of hands in a bag. Why is there 8 pairs of hands in a bag? Por pillo, stealing, right? The police, there not being any reports of people seeing them being snatched. Why? Because it don't look like somebody getting snatched when the police is taking them. Whether they're kicking and screaming or not, But again, I don't know that all of these kids were criminals. But that stuff makes sense. There's a lot of different shit around this right now, My house arrest, I'll be watching your channel more. Salutes. Make sure you hit that like button. Appreciate you, Steve. Get off house arrest, stay off house arrest, stay out of jail, all that good shit. This version of this story because I know it did happen. No, this version. Something is wrong here. But I would like to know exactly what the sources said. Let me see if I can find, or maybe in the caption. Not the caption, in the, what's it called?
The lucky survivor
Transcript.
is Brenda Salas, 19-year-old.
Here, let me see. Can I search through the transcript? Nope. I'm looking for a source. Give me a second. Vernon High said, me too. Well, salutes to you, both of you house arrest ass. Enjoy. Stay out of trouble. All right? Stay y'all ass in the back. Put in the fucking bedroom. Well, let me see. Survivor. 9 dismember. in Mexico. What was the source? I'll go check it out. I'm looking to see right now because Hunter's up in the chat for y'all for hanging out today. Hit that like button. Here we go. Let's see what this has to say. This is 6 days ago. Here we go. This is the LA Times. Survivor of attack on group whose bodies were dismembered in Mexico details how they were intercepted. Brenda Mariel N. said the group was approached by a car that seemed to belong to municipal police. A survivor of an attack where a group of beachgoers were intercepted and unalived in the Mexican state of Puebla provided details of how the incident began. Local press reported that Brenda, so local press reported, so that's the source. The source is the local press. Local press reported that Brenda Mariel N. of 2 survivors of the attack in which 9, one of 2 survivors. So wait a minute. So now it's 2 survivors? Come on, man. This is why I can't fuck with this internet, man. They're telling too many stories over here, man. They supposed to be federales, man. They're not federales.
Tango el gato, los pantalones.
Local press reported that Brenda Mariel, one of 2 survivors. Yeah, there's 1 survivor. Puebla is Oaxaca. I guess it's local, yeah. Local press reported that Brenda, one of 2 survivors of the attack, in which 9 people were unalived and several of them dismembered, said she and another victim had left a hostel where they were intercepted by what seemed to be a local police car. Both Brenda and Jacqueline Ailette, who was unalived, were beat and placed a hood on their heads. Yes, whoever wrote this.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
Were beat and placed in a hood, placed with a hood on their head before separating them, and a hood placed on their head before separating them. Brenda was abandoned on a road from where she managed to reach a city and report the crime. Jacqueline and 8 other people were unalived. Well, this story's fucking wrong in the LA Times because everybody else is telling us she was with Angie, not Jacqueline. That Brenda was with Angie at the hotel. Everywhere we're going, we're getting a different story about this. Am I wrong? Let's look at my... They say the girl on the left is the girl that was with Brenda, right? Okay. If we go back to this video here that we just watched, that girl's name is Angie. Angie,
close friend of
Lisbeth
victim and
Perez Garcia. Okay? There it is. This is supposedly the girl that Brenda was with. So the LA Times is reporting she was with Jacqueline Ailette. This is my problem with this. And it's also my problem with people coming in the comments in the chat and speaking matter-of-factly like they know this and know that and know this. Fucking media don't even know, man. And they be saying the wrong shit. So look. Angie Lizeth Perez Garcia. This is the girl that they said was with the survivor, Brenda, in that hotel. Okay? All right? Boom.
Attorney General's office. Brenda stated that she and Angie were standing
She
outside.
and Angie. This the LA Times right here. All right? LA Times saying both Brenda and Jacqueline Ailette, who was unalived, wrong. This is supposed to be Angie Lizeth, were beat with a hood placed on their heads before separating them. Brenda was abandoned on the road from where she managed to reach. I'm supposed to believe that if the names ain't even right, and every time I hear this story is different. Jacqueline and 8 others were unalived. The 9 bodies show signs of physical manipulation and were found dismembered in the municipality of San Jose, Miahuatlan in Puebla. So that's not Oaxaca. Or maybe Oaxaca. I don't know, man. It's 4 names for cities, towns, and states. 4 or 5 names for people. It's a lot of shit, bro. It's a lot of shit. The bodies were found in an abandoned vehicle along with a tarp full of stains. 4 of the bodies were reportedly found in the vehicle's trunk, and the bloody tarp was discovered inside the Volkswagen Vento along with 5 more corpses. Officials also reportedly recovered a bag with 8 pairs of hands, per Central Puebla Irreverente. The 9 people who were seemingly not part of a same group, all right, so now this story is telling us they are not part of each other, they did not show up there together, had been reported missing since February 27th. So you telling me all 9 were reported missing on the 27th? See, it's very loose. Everybody is very loose with how they're talking about this story. And to me, there's no room for loose. If you don't know, shut the fuck up. Don't say nothing. And if you do know, give us the right information so the shit can make sense to us. Nobody wants us to look at them like they're fucking dirtbags and criminals, but everybody want to get the story all fucked up. I mean, shout out 298 Sosa on the check-in. Why was there 8 sets of hands? Yeah. Or maybe one didn't lose their... I don't know, man. I don't know. The 9 people who were seemingly not part of the same group had been reported missing since February 27th. Okay, all of them. On March 3rd, Idamis Pastor Betancourt, head of the state's attorney's office, said at a press conference that there was no information yet regarding how events unfolded. There are lines of investigation, but I cannot reveal them due to confidentiality, he said. All relevant investigations are being carried out. When we have a response and the investigation is complete, we will be in a position to provide more information, Betancourt added, as a report by People. The investigation remains going. All right? So this is them, the LA Times, supposedly confirming what the girl had to say. But it left me more confused than before I got to the motherfucker, because everybody's telling a different story about this situation. If you have yet to subscribe. We're trying to get to 10,000, from 10,000 to 100,000. It'd be nice. Tomorrow we're doing my birthday live stream tomorrow night. It'd be nice to hit 10,000 by my birthday, but we'll do what we can around here. Salutes. There's 8 sets of hands because one person escaped. No, but 9 bodies was found. So it would have been 10, I think. And who knows? The math might be off too. They can't even tell you who was with who at this point. They'll show you a tweet from one's mother and a picture of somebody else's kid. It's like they don't give a shit. They just want to be first. That's all that matters. I mean, strange fucking case, man. If y'all see any more information, just make sure y'all drop it in the Discord. Keep pushing the content forward. We'll keep checking up on this story because, coño, man, it's crazy. It's crazy.
If your dream is to become a nurse,
there's parts of it that don't make no sense. No sense. Senseless shit right there. Senseless shit right there. Let's see. Again, hundreds up to y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Boom, 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 boom. I had the TTS link in here. TTS link is going to be pinned at the top. That's what JP used to drop his message. Boom. I'd like to pin that. Where's that at? Fuck is it? I think I lost it already. Let me see. Boom. Nope, lost it already. It is what it is. Here, I'll do it again. Copy, boom. Strange story, man. Strange ass story. Take care of your babies. No, they can't go on vacation. Right? Too much shit going on out there. You want on vacation? You want vacation? You go to Switzerland. Cut the bullshit. Mexico's a great country. I was watching Narco Circus. Even priests get whacked in Mexico. Oh, it's a great country, huh? You enjoy that part? I don't know if you're familiar with our channel, but, we think people that oppress, people weaker than them are pussy around here. So, you know. News reporters do risk their lives in Mexico. Yoan Grillo's one of them. He's out there. But Mexico is a great country. Mexican people are amazing people, right? But anybody, Mexican, anybody, American, anybody, any human, right? Any lame that you give power that abuses that power, fuck them. They could die slow. I don't celebrate ignorance here. That shit, you shouldn't either. That shit'll keep you out of a fucking anklet. Shackles and shit. Did y'all look into the bodies found in Jalisco? That's next, Jonathan. We're going to that right now. We're going to that right now. Let's get it. But salute to you, Steve. I appreciate you. Mass extermination ranch discovered at CJNG training camp in Jalisco. Hundreds believed to have disappeared. Let's see what this image is really. It doesn't let me zoom in on it. But it's looking like clothes and shoes and socks of people no longer in this realm that have reached the upper room. Right? Shout out Steve. No, I don't celebrate ignorance. Yeah, so, boom. After locating 3 large, ovens. After locating 3 large ovens containing human remains at a former CJNG training center in... Come on, you guys got to stop expecting this shit from me. You got to fucking stop expecting this from me. Teochitlan, Jalisco. Authorities found 200 pairs of shoes, 400 items of clothing, a suitcase at the ranch, and suitcases at the ranch. The Guerreros Buscadores de Jalisco collective reported that at least 200 people may have been victims there. The Izaguirre Ranch in Tuchitlan. Just 6 months ago, a training camp was still operating here, but it was raided and dismantled on September 18, 2024. So only 2024. This ain't some 10-year ago shit. Just 6 months ago, a training camp was still operating here. It was raided and dismantled September 18, 2024. Shit is crazy, dog. Bananas. Let me see. It is a fairly large property. If you remember, at that time, there were 10 detainees and 2 rescued. A search was carried out in certain parts of the ranch. Imagine being those 2, the last 2 guys that's about to go in the oven and get turned into gingerbread, man. And the raid come and rescue your ass, huh? If you didn't think the sun shined on a dog ass at least once a day, after that, I don't know what to tell you. It is a fairly large property. If you remember, at the time, there were 10 detainees and 2 rescued. A search was carried out in certain parts of the ranch and remains were found. But the entire ranch could not be processed because it is quite a few hectares, stated Salvador Gonzalez de los Santos, the state's Attorney General of Jalisco. We appreciate you, though. Salute to you, Shannon. I appreciate y'all. Authorities supposedly also searched the ranch during that time. The prosecutor also pointed out that at the time, Luis Joaquin Mendez was in charge of the Jalisco prosecutor's office, in addition to mentioning that the search group was informed of the location of the remains in the CJNG extermination camp. Look at that ugly shit. Crazy. But authorities also raided the ranch in 2019. that is around 10 hectares or 25 acres large. So they raided it twice. Well, y'all didn't find the deep fryer earlier? In 2019 and in 2024, y'all wilding the fuck out. The ranch is located about 3 miles from Tuchitlan, a town just over an hour from Guadalajara. Between a dirt road and agriculture plots lies the property where 3 clandestine crematoriums were found. Remains and bone fragments severely dead. Listen, at this point, this is not rug trafficking. Right? At that point, it's an attempt. Mexico's very big, but it's an attempt at ethnic cleansing at that point of your own. At that point where you had to have ovens and crematoriums, secret ones, clandestine ones. At that point, this ain't about money no more. You're not making more money per body. I mean, in some senses, yeah, if you're the button man, but this is just, sociopath shit. This is just madness. This is not the game. This is not gangster. They needed, boy, they murked so many people they needed crematorium. Well, what the fuck they was murking all them people for? For what? How many women and children ended up in there? How many people ended up in there that had nothing to do with nothing? Pedro went to work one day and ended up in a crematorium. The fuck are we talking about here? Yo, man, motherfuckers be out there celebrating and dick riding some real goofy shit, like, and don't have no explanation as to why. The fuck are we talking about? Would you consider it terrorism? I mean, can you consider it terrorism amongst your own? If you can, yeah. You know what I'm saying? That sounds like the definition of terrorism. When the people are in terror of ending up in a crematorium. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think so. That's crazy at that point. How many bodies you dropping for you to need, let me see, 3 clandestine crematoriums. That's one site, one rancho. Imagínate how far that goes. No mames.
No mames, wait.
You know? Yeah, at the kitchens. At this point, that's the definition of word of terrorism. You terrifying your people. But to me, I don't understand where's the gangster part in this? What does this have to do with anything? Why you just sound like a lunatic that came into power, not somebody that's smart or that wants money or that wants, no, you just want to watch it burn, the same shit the Joker want. It's like the Soup Man. Why y'all keep saying the Soup Man at Porosero? I'm not understanding the connection because I don't know. I heard that earlier. I think Steve said it. Pozolero. But yeah, that's crazy. Between a dirt road and the agricultural plots lies the property where the 3 clandestine crematoriums were found. Remains and bone fragments severely damaged by cremation have been found here. Gunshot holes remain visible on the walls of the ranch. This is the first crematorium. This is the second, and over there is the third crematorium. This is what has been removed. These are burned human bones. Look, they started searching and digging and found these remains that probably belong to a relative who is being searched for. Probably shit. It's a likely chance that you got cooked up. I thought that's who you referred to. Didn't know it was a cremation. Oh, well, no, that was in the last story we talked about. The Pozolero was the guy that ran the hotel, that owned the hotel, that ran the gang and shit. We said Pozolero to him, and Delcio said the Soup Man too. But I'm trying to understand how that comes together. Yeah, that's what they are. Some Hitler shit. The ovens were apparently hidden under a layer of dirt and a brick slab, which partly prevented their detection during the September 2024 raid. So these mamabichos went and raided a spot in 2024 and missed it. They missed the 3 crematoriums. What? People are crazy, boy. Crazy. Unfortunate. The surroundings become even darker when an altar was found with images of Santa Muerte surrounded by half-burnt candles. There you go, man. Miss me with the shit. No, it's good. It's spiritual. Miss me with the bullshit. Miss me with the shit, bro. Crematoriums. That you ethnic cleansing, bro. All right? That's a Holocaust. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. This is just pure evil. Let's stop making an excuse for it and call yourself what you are. All you people at home that like to put on the jersey, it's my culture. A la verga. That's not your culture, motherfucker. That's not your culture. All right? So just, if you're going to call a spade, call yourself that you into some evil. Because if you need a crematorium to get rid of the bodies, you into some fucking evil. Stop fooling yourself. Just call a spade a spade. The fuck are we talking about? Everybody making excuses for themselves. The surroundings become even darker when an altar was found with images of Santa Muerte surrounded by half-burned candles. Evidence collected at the site would indicate that this ranch would have served to train people who were victims of forced recruitment. So they snatch you up, you either work for them or you go in the air fryer. Period. Weapons, tactical vests, large tires, and logs were found used for strength training. There's programming in there. Base of operation, base of training. CJNG training camp. According to Indira Navarro, a representative of the Guerreros Buscadores de Jalisco collective, the ranch was called the Little School of Terror. So I would say that if they're calling themselves, the Little School of Terror, I think terrorism is the right word. A center where new arrivals were forced to fight each other as a part of the process, divided into 3 phases of training. It's basically Squid Game. They brought them to Squid Game to make them soldiers. According to Navarro, they made them fight each other to see who was stronger. Many could not stand the training. Some were unalive for simply complaining. Others fell from exhaustion. We had to dig holes, pits. We put up beds of stone or bricks. We poured gasoline on them, whatever we could to make it ignite. We used it once, twice, 3 times and covered it up, he said, referencing survivor testimony. The Izaguirre Ranch was only the beginning of the training process, which was followed by other stages. Those who got away were sent as hitmen to Zacatecas or Michoacán. The last phase, it has been reported, consisted of more advanced training by former Colombian soldiers and or elite elements known as caiviles from the Guatemalan army. That ranch was just kindergarten. If you graduated, they sent you to the battlefield like cannon fodder, said one of the survivors quoted by Navarro. These statements reinforced the hypothesis that the place operated for at least 3 years as an active site. There were more than 200 of us, the young man reportedly said, describing the number of people recruited at the site. It's just crazy, dog. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so. This shit is crazy. 2024 raid. On September 18, 2024, the GN raided the camp and arrested 10 people. Not a single shot was fired, and 2 victims being held there, one already unalived, and one was tied up. And one who was tied up was rescued. But I thought you rescued 2 people. Y'all be wild. Narcotics and weapons were also found. The National Guard detailed that the search of the site was conducted after receiving reports of loved ones at a ranch located in the community of La Estanzuela. Loved ones at a ranch. Site was conducted after receiving reports of loved ones at a ranch located. The officers arrived at the site and heard gunshots coming from inside, prompting an operation. There was no need for the security forces to use their weapons, even though the detainees were carrying their own. The agents found 4 assault rifles, a pair of handguns, and 21 magazines. That's it? In a training facility that had ovens, crematoriums in them and shit? The agents found 4 assault rifles, a pair of handguns, 21 mags, and a hand grenade. 5 tactical vests, 4 vehicles, and a dozen ballistic plates. It's worth noting that Espinosa Licon also said that the location where the 10 individuals were detained was set up for recruitment and training. The facility was completely structured to train, recruit, and train people. Not only do you people say the same shit in all the paragraphs, but in the same fucking sentence too. Completely structured to train, recruit, and train people. What the fuck? It is not credible that it was not known to the authorities of Jalisco, said Alejandro Gertz Manero, head of the FGR, about the Chitlan ranch of the CJNG used as a clandestine crematorium. While the ranch is being reported as a training camp, many clothing items found belonging to women. Come on, man. That's terrorism, bro. This is some ethnic cleansing shit. You're terrorizing your own people. You're forcing them to be soldiers. Who the fuck? Which one of you dickheads that goes and works a regular job every day wants to come home and raise your hand to that fucking guy that's out there whipping women out of their clothes and throwing them in a crematorium? Get the fuck out of here, man. Victims' belongings and stories. The photos from the CJNG extermination camp include shoes, as well as letters and personal items, as well as hundreds of bone and dental remains and gunshot casings, all found by a group of searching mothers. I'm sure there was a lot of melted lead at the bottom of that crematorium too, right? Putting bullets in people. Ah, that's disgusting. All found by the group of searching mothers. The photos from the CJNG extermination camp include shoes, as well as letters and personal items, as well as hundreds of bone and dental remains and gunshot casings, all found by groups of searching mothers. All you motherfuckers out there with kids who be blowing these cartel motherfuckers all the time, you know what I'm saying? Shame on you. Your children should free themselves of you. You dangerous. You know what I'm saying? That kind of karma come back on not you, your family sometimes. You know? Fuck out of here. Why force someone to join where you can find all sorts of volunteers in the comments of videos on YouTube cheerleading for these groups? They're all in the comments. They're my comments. You know, they're in the bathroom. Put them in the fucking bathroom. If they want to come recruit in the fucking bathroom, there's plenty of dick riding mamabichos in the bathroom right now. I just think it's crazy that some people cheer for these motherfuckers. Like, that's gangster. That's not gangster, bro. You pussy. That's not gangster. You pussy. Yeah, shout out Delcio. I like my simple, boring life. Man, what the fuck? Shout out Lupe on the check-in. Shit is crazy. These fuckers are sick. That's just twisted shit right there. But somebody want to put on their CJNG hoodie and come holler at me in my chat. Shut the fuck up. You go and you find your baby's keychain in there. You know the fate of the people that was in that place, huh? You go in here, you find the dunks that you bought your kid for Christmas. The fuck? It's heartbreaking. Look, there's the dunk right there. Find the dunk that you bought your kid for Christmas. Find the Spizikes that you bought your kids for Christmas. Huh? The ones. It's fucking sad. The luggage. What's this? Orbit gum. You know it's your kid's shit. Look at that. That's heartbreaking. Disgusting. Fuck these punks. They ain't gangsters. And you pussy. Look, lists. This is a list of all of the things. Boxers, blouses, vests. Mi amor, si algún día ya no regreso, solo te pido que recuerdas lo mucho que te amo. Y digas, se me fue mi enojón, berrichón y celoso. Look at this guy. What this guy do, huh? 20 years old. Look, she looking for her kid, and he in some clandestine fucking Crematorium. Shit's crazy. Fuck these guys. Let's see. Was that the end of the story? They be nut hugging, JP. They stay nut hugging. Oh no, here we go. I still got more to read. These stories be so messed up and heartbreaking. You get weirded about telling nut huggers. They being shy. You the police. You a snitch. This, and that. Why? Because I don't like sociopaths. Hey man, if you want to sell dope, bro. Right? Suffer them consequences. Shut the fuck up when the shit goes down. It was a decision you made. Right? Salute to all my people that's getting it however they can get it. If you ain't hurting innocent people and babies and old people, you know, if you handling your business within the confines of the business, cool. You push past that, fuck you. Huh? It's just how it feels. These guys throw on cartel jerseys and chill like they part of the team. They don't get shit. And guess what? You end up in the bottom of that fucking box too. But you pussy. You ain't never gonna get close to that. You just gonna celebrate from afar and lead everybody else in your family astray. You gonna make your little cousin go to Mexico and join. Cause he saw your pussy ass nut hugging. Next thing you know, he's fucked. And chill like they part of a team, imagining themselves at the top of the chain. When in reality, they be stuck at the bottom. Literally stuck at the bottom. A goo, like the goo of them would be stuck at the bottom. Not gonna make it. And those at the top, guess where they end up? Same place. No mommy's way.
No mommy's way.
All right. Around 400 pairs of shoes, mountains of clothing, and even suitcases belonging to the possible victims were listed by Jalisco authorities. Nah, man, these people are under siege, man. Details of letters and other items have begun to help not only track victims' identities, but date the years of operation of the ranch. Like a love letter allegedly written by Eduardo Lerma Nieto, a 20-year-old young man who disappeared in February 2024 in San Juan de los Lagos. Minding his business, they go force the kid to be a soldier. You take a nerd kid, a happy kid, a smiling kid from the block, don't know nothing about nothing. You try to force him to be a soldier. Then you smoke him because he's not good at it. You stupid bitch. Huh? You can't recruit no tough motherfuckers that know how to handle themselves. Can't recruit them, right? Gotta go get the little humilde ones, the little humble ones. Gotta go get the ones that that can't bust a grape, and you want to teach them how to bust a grape because y'all bitches. It's just what it is. The letter read, "My love, if one day I come back, I only ask that you remember how much I love you and say, my anger, tantrums, and jealousy are gone. The note was found in a damaged notebook among other personal belongings scattered around the place, and it also had his full name, date of birth, May 2nd, 2003, and the area where he was from." Alright? Fucking sad. Shout out, special thanks to Char. Salutes to Borderland Beat for that. The new measures taken by Trump, they now qualify for capital punishment. I guarantee everyone arrested and extradited will cry to tell others and get a deal. We'll see. I don't believe in preying on the weak either. That's whole shit. That's sad. Shout out Mike Lopez on the check-in. So that's the newest discovery. They found 3 clandestine crematoriums. Tell me this ain't it. Wait a minute. Okay, no, this is the same story. I thought this was a different one. Wait. We found another one. There's another one, y'all. Hold on. Hold the fucking phone, bro. If you ain't finding these, it's because you ain't looking for the motherfuckers. Because they're there. All right, hit the like button if you have yet to do so. Let's get it. Gets deeper, y'all. Horror in Reynosa, Tamaulipas. Searching mothers discover yet another human extermination site.
No mommy's wait.
You ask me, these are human sacrifice altars by agents of chaos and evil. These are not just extermination sites. These are places where innocent people, and people say, oh, no, innocence, el que quiere, quiere, el que debe, no teme, el que no debe, no teme. Shut the fuck up. Innocent people snatched up out of the bread line at the store and taken to a place where either we'll figure out if you serve a purpose or not, or you'll be one of our sacrifices at the altar of our chaos and evil. That's what's happening. While authorities are investigating the details of a Tuchitlan ranch used as an extermination camp in Tamaulipas, citizen collectives found charred remains and personal belongings. In Tamaulipas, citizen collectives found charred remains and personal belongings. A new unaliving field has been identified in Reynosa, adding to the list of clandestine sites where violence has left indelible marks. The colectivo Amor por los Desaparecidos, sad that these things have to exist, made up of searching mothers, located at least 14 points with burned human remains in the desolate area between the Colinas de Real and Quinta San Martín neighborhoods. Extermination camp. Edith Gonzalez, president of the collective, reported that the remains found show signs of having been exposed to extreme temperatures, suggesting a deliberate attempt to erase evidence. All right? Rubber, tires, they'll burn forever. Typical when it comes to bodies and shit. During the exploration, accompanied by the National Guard, the State Guard, and the State Search Commission, items were found that belonged to the victims. A buckle decorated with pistols, a rosary, high-caliber shell casings, tactical equipment, and bulletproof vests. So far, the Tamaulipas state government spokesperson hasn't issued any statements on the facts. These look like the same pictures they used for... Hold on, man. Let me make sure I'm not tripping. Gotta wake up early in the morning to get one past me. Gotta wake up early in the morning to get one past me, right? Here we go. See, they don't even credit these pictures right here, which is cool because you know you done fucked up. See this picture right here? When we're talking about the Tamaulipas, they got the picture of the Tamaulipas one. Same picture used. Same picture used for the Tuchitlan one. Don't mean nothing, but I'm just saying. Motherfuckers don't care. And this is it. That's it. There's no more information. Pin shows general area where clandestine camp was located between the Colinas de Real, Quin San Martín neighborhoods. Where is it? So these clandestine spots are going to be popping up everywhere. They're out there. To me, they're sacrifice altars. You know what I mean? That's what I see. Heavy shit. Honey's up in the chat for y'all. Salutes. Boom, 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 boom. Right. Let's see what we're working with here. All right, let's get to the next story. That is sad and fucking unfortunate, man. But who cares, right? Who cares? Got a link, but it's in Spanish. Link for what, though? What does it have to do with what we just talked about? What's the link for? I think that's it. I don't know that there's any more on that. Let me see. Oh shit, what is this? Where did this come from? Daily Mail. All right, I got a Daily Mail story here about the 9 students. Listen, the Daily Mail is telling the same story that AI told. We're about to read that right now before we go to the next story. From this story, send the link. Drop it right there in the chat if you can. Why he won't make any how long is it, JP? I wonder why he won't make any statements. Maybe they know who is involved or he fear for his life as well. Who? What are you talking about, Mike Lopez? I think you're behind on the playback. Again, join me tomorrow night. I don't know if it's 7 or 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. CST time. I'm going to celebrate my birthday with y'all, all right? I'm going to go live for a bit on my birthday, and then I'm going to get lit. All right. Updated March 6th. So this is the gang leader theory as well that we heard in the AI, but this is from the Daily Mail. So we'll take this, before we take that. JP, you gotta be quicker than that. Gotta be quicker than that. Let me see. Oh, you sent it over here. No, we did that one yesterday. Yeah, I don't think we need to check this out. Salute to you, though. I think we got what we're going to get out of that. And this Law and Crime, I believe, is the one that we saw yesterday.
It's like something out of a horror.
Yeah.
Disappeared.
Salute, though. We appreciate you, JP. Thank you. But I think we got what we need out of that. I do want to go back to this, though, in the Daily Mail. I don't even know where this fucking link came. I don't remember clicking this link. None of that shit. It's good. Mexican officials share shocking new theory on unaliving of 9 students found with their hands separated. An aspiring mayor turned gang leader committed a cardinal sin in the Mexican criminal world that led to the unaliving of 9 students. They're very matter of fact about this and how they're saying it. Whose bodies was found mutilated in the same day. Whose bodies were found mutilated on the same day he was terminated. An official at the prosecutor's office with knowledge of the investigation told DailyMail.com that Jose El Rocha, not to be mistaken with...
Oye, ¿y el Rocha? ¿Y el Rocha? Bueno, ¿y el Rocha?
Shout out Velez. Sad how a lot of these kids were just looking for jobs and get smoked. And maybe not looking for jobs. Maybe get snatched up and pushed onto the job. Right? And then when they realize he can't do the job, they smoke him and throw him. You should have left him in the fucking bread line, bro. Should have left him over there. He was minding his business. Another year of blessings for Shai. Salute to you, Zoraida. I'm gonna spend my celebration for a bit online, and yeah. I usually don't, I don't make a big hubbub about my shit, but I'm happy to celebrate with y'all. So, salute. Another trip around the sun. But yeah, they could have left them kids where they was at. An official at the prosecutor's office with knowledge of the investigation told us that Jose El Rocha Lavariega invited the victims. This is that story. Look at this. This is our real source now. Quote unquote real source, Velez. Invited the victims, members of Los Brujos, to spend time in Oaxaca. Right? So he invited these people. How far did they travel to get there? How far did they have to travel to get to this vacation or whatever? Shout out Shannon, you made mine special though. Salutes to you, Shannon. My pleasure. I had heard a while ago a story how CJ&J was posing as work agencies and snatched them up when they showed up. That's even more fucking filthy, nasty, and disgusting. And the reason that they should have no good person with nuts, with real nuts, no real gangster, no real tough guy, none of that shit. Nobody with no real nuts should be wearing no jersey of motherfuckers that trick little kids into soldiers, and if they're not good enough, they smoke them. And girls and babies and whoever. Fuck you punks. We're tough. We're gangsters, Shy. Fuck you pussy. You pussy. They not gangsters and you pussy. Did the Mexican president make any statements on this horrible situation during her daily morning briefings with the media? I don't know. Y'all tell me. Did y'all hear Citabomb say anything about any clandestine crematoriums? Did you hear her say anything about...
Oye, y el Rocha?
El Rocha?
Rocha? Bueno, y el Rocha?
Is she saying anything about this war in Sinaloa? Is she saying anything about these crematoriums? Probably not. Shai's birthday last year was real special. What did we do last year? We was here last year, no? I don't remember. Why you laughing, JP? What the fuck happened? Oh, Mike Lopez has the answer. Answer is no.
No mommy's wait.
That's the answer. Salutes. All right? El Hocha invited the victims, invited these 9 young people, members, these 9 young people who are members of Los Brujos, okay? They're saying that matter-of-factly over here. Their friends, the official said, he told them. Their friends, the official said, he told them. Listen, why don't you come down here for a few days? After the invitation to come to the city, the victims allegedly asked the cartel boss if it would... Look, this is verbatim what the AI said. Man, I got to just get me an AI to make my videos, man. And engage in... the victims allegedly asked the cartel boss, which he's not a cartel boss, if it would be fine for them to steal and engage in other criminal activity while in Oaxaca. According to the source. That shit sounds crazy. She just worried about the tariffs a lot. She's so worried about the tariffs that she sent El Güerito and Caro Quintero and Z27, 28, 29, 36, and 75.
No mommy's
all of those
wait.
motherfuckers in a burlap sack to the United States of America. She was like,
Adiós, pendejo.
and they were here. That's what she's worried about. She's worried about them tariffs. I've never seen her worried about cartel shit. I see her worried about them tariffs, though. Wow, these kids asked. They asked the boss, said, hey, boss, you think we could put some rolls around here? The fuck are we talking about? La Barriega, eventually led the young adults to their own carnage by giving them the green light. When he was asked if the young group could steal from businesses in Oaxaca, he responded, there's no problem, the insider said. AI is the source for the Daily Mail, too. No mames. Yo, we're losing it to the AI. They won already, bro. Somebody protect John Connor at all costs. That's the way it should be, Jonathan. What happened on my birthday last year? I don't remember. Claudia wouldn't say anything when the Sinaloa War broke out. She was all about violence only. Provokes more violence. Having the soldiers standing around looking stupid. Yeah, man. Fuck these politicians. And miss me with that Obrador shit. Because when I saw him do this to those people who had missing kids, fuck that dude for life. Fuck that dude for life. It's crazy. No problem. Just rob the local businesses. No problem. I run shit here. Huh? He was an old motherfucker trying to hang out with young fucking bucks and shit. Trying to tell everybody he was the shit. He run this city. I run this city. Yeah, go ahead. Take what you want. Well, then why don't you just give it to me then? Go. You send your man to go get me a bag of shit from everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Well, this just doesn't make sense to me. No problem. Go do it. A similar part. Wait, but what happened last year on my birthday? Do I gotta look up the birthday stream? You're not answering me. What did we do for my birthday? Was I live? I was live, right? I think I was live. Was I alone? Was I here? What did we cover? We gotta go throwback Thursday. Salute Zaya, throwback Thursday, and go back to my birthday stream. I'm gonna have to look this case up with local sources from out there. That's what they told us. There was local sources from out there. That's what the last shit that we read was local sources telling us what was happening. But yes, please do, because everywhere we look, we're getting different information. The group of students from Mexico, you gotta fucking stop. Tlaxcala, 5 men and 4 women took La Barriega for his word and set out to commit a wave of muggings and thefts. Okay, I guess. However, it did not sit well with one of the rugs selling criminal groups that operates in Oaxaca, since the Los Brujos gang overstepped the line with their menacing activity on rival turf. There's another local criminal group that controls the area near the coast of Oaxaca. And then what happened, the official told DailyMail.com, referencing the horrific unalivings and mutilations. Shah, you were live. I believe you drank some voodoos. Okay, cool. I don't think I was super lit like I was, on the Illmatic stream. But the complex web of criminals in the area have an unspoken rule to steer clear of committing crimes that can harm local residents. But chaos ensued when the group of 9 students transgressed these street orders, the government source said. This fucking dork. Look at him. Face only a mother's mother could love. Authorities seen here investigating the scene where 9 students were found unalive. The business model of the criminal group that is most powerful right now is the sale of rug dealing to tourists. Jesus Christ. You mean the sale of rugs to tourists? The official says. So they have, I guess it's translated, so I got to give them a little bit more credit. But it's not just them. I feel like everybody I've read, even government paperwork, they make me sound crazy. So they have an agreement not to commit robberies because robbery is a crime that affects ordinary citizens. The visiting victims formed part of a Los Brujos cell known as Los... I got to do this better than the fucking AI did it. The AI butchered it. Zacapoaxtlas. Fuck out of here with all these consonants. And allegedly robbed $19,000 from a man at Santander Bank in Santa Cruz, Huatulco on February 14th. This is word for word what the AI said. Here's the thing. The AI said word for word what the Daily Mail said. Daily Mail was one of their sources, they did say. But there was a Spanish source that I can't remember. Tell me if you recognize it. NVI? Is there some kind of Spanish news outlet? NVI or some shit like that? I think he said that too. But this is where all it is the AI is taking an article and then saying that shit, man. I got to make this shit easier on myself. Right? Mexico has the highest unaliving rate against young ones. The thing is that when there's nobody there, there's no crime, only a missing person report. Well, we know what's happening to them. Clandestine crematoriums. That's what's happening. That's where everybody's disappearing to. I often feel like Scarface. I often wish that I could save everyone, but I'm a dreamer. Shout out Fernando for the Venmo. Appreciate you, sir. This is word by word what the AI said. La cara de un pinche pendejo mal parido mamahuevo. That's exactly what it looked like. Sorry, no party, Jonathan said? No, the party he want me crawling around the fucking floor trying to find the power button to turn off the stream drunk at 15 minutes into the stream. That's the kind of party that Jonathan wants. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of party JP wants. He wants me fucking crumbling around this motherfucker. All right, let's get it. Just for...
Tango el gato, los pantalones.
So they hit the dude for the $19,000 at the bank. Show me something. Show me something from the bank. Show me it was those kids Two of them. Show me two of them walking into here and stealing something from there. Show me something. Hit the like button, y'all. So they hit the 19,000 from the bank. February 17, they stole an 18. They nearly stole an ATM downtown in Huatalco and attempted to rob a business at a shopping center. Show me that. They don't got cameras in Mexico? What are you talking about? From what we heard, the Chapitos had access to the government cameras in Mexico. So there got to be cameras somewhere along the line of all of these, crimes that these brujos went out to do, right? Show me something. The source said that those incidents heated up the area, which led to the Oaxaca gang to respond. On February 27th, a group of men who identified themselves as police arrived at Hospedaje Hocha, a small hotel in the Oaxaca town of Huatulco that was owned by La Barriega. Now, was he in the town that they were in and he just owned the hotel there? Or was he there and he invited those kids out? I guess they're in the same gang, same nation. I don't know, man. One of the surviving victims, 19-year-old Brenda Salas, told the Tlaxcala State Attorney General's office that the Huatulco municipal officer forced her and her friend, 29-year-old Angie Perez, right? Like I said earlier, that's what they were citing right there. NVI Noticias, Velez. Thank you. I just didn't know if that was correct, NVI, but that's what I heard. Salas was found Monday abandoned. And why leave a loose end? Huh? Why leave a loose end like her? Abandoned on a road in Puebla one day before the dismembered remains of Perez and the other victims were discovered under a tarp and in the trunk of a car that was abandoned on the side of the highway. Why leave her just a loose end like that? Oh, there's cameras. They super selective. Selective, boy. They walk around like they'll see shit. They super selective. Boom. Salute Shannon. Salute Velez. Why? Why leave her open as a loose end? Look at this fucking dork. He looked like some shit out of a Marvel movie, like The Thing. The other victims were identified as Ruben Ramos, Rolando Evaristo, and Uriel Calva, each 22. Raul Gonzalez and Noemi Lopez, both 28, and Leslie Noya, 21. The Mexican government officials' theory came just as the Oaxaca State's Attorney General's office announced Thursday that it has launched an investigation into the possible criminal involvement of police officers. Oaxaca Governor Salomon Jara was questioned during a press conference on Tuesday about allegations that the police officers were behind the brutal unalivings and snatchings. He said that the accused cops, who have not been identified, will be prosecuted under the fullest extent of the law if the allegations are true. Selectively, like JP said. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like outside Epstein's cell, like selective like those cameras, yeah. If there's a complaint and the people who were forcefully detained by the police have to file a complaint, they gone, motherfucker. If there's a complaint and the people who were forcefully detained by the police have to file a complaint, it cannot be allowed that a state or municipal police officer detains a person, dumps him or her away, and abandons him or her, or that person or is hurt or beaten or can be physically manipulated. The law already punishes people who commit these type of acts. The ratero. This is what you get for being a thief. The official said that authorities are also investigating the unaliving of La Barriega, which occurred on Sunday. The unalivers left a note over his body that read in Spanish, "This is what you get for being a thief." 5 of the victims were buried. They should have just left a sign on the car with these kids, just closed case. 5 of the victims were buried in Tlaxcala on Wednesday, and the burial of another person was scheduled for Thursday. Mexican news outlets Milenio reporter. Shit. He's wearing Morena political party colors. No mames, Lupe. What, in this fucking picture right here? Maybe he's just a fucking dork that don't know how to match, man. Huh? Everything means something around this fucking place? God damn. Gang shit. Ganga. Liar. Definitely liar. That government just covering themselves. I don't know. The shit's gonna hit the fan, though. Alright, let's see what Velez found over here. English translation, porfa, please. Yeah, this is just what the AI was saying. Let me see. Let me just skim through this and see if there's anything different. I don't want to bore y'all with it, okay? Hit the like button if you have yet to do so. Honey's up in the chat. Let's get some activity. Push a button, hit a like button, hit a something around this motherfucker. It still doesn't tell me if they knew each other, if they were together, if they were all reported missing on the same day. I need to know that. Did they all leave their homes the same day? Did they all have missing persons reports made on the same day? I need to know these things. Nobody's very clear about little things like that. Yeah, so we got nothing here, Velez. So that's it. Seems like the Daily Mail was the AI source. So there's a theory that these kids are innocent and this was just some shit that went down and we don't know why and what the motive was. And then on the other hand, we have a whole fucking elaborate story about how they were a crime syndicate. Anything's possible, bro. I come up in a world where I don't put nothing past nobody. You know? Boom. Let's get it. All right, let's get to the last historia of the day. And where were the others snatched from? They said the hotel. I don't know, man. Yeah, you're right, Shannon. I need to know all of that. But everything I'm getting is fragmented how it usually is, and which is why I can't keep pulling the fucking thread, because then I'll be sitting here making up fucking shit like Luis Chaparro, and I'm not that dude. Shit. Just keep your babies at home. That's it. All right. U.S. hammer shops supply Bartels with the rifle most feared by the military. I'll take 2 of them, please. I'll take 2 of them, and I let my brother Cerakote both of them. I don't know what I call them. You know, they're going to look nice and have flames on them and shit. Come on, man. Shout out IB on the check-in. Salutes. 5 out of every 650 cal sniper rifles seized from the Mexican Bartels comes from U.S. armories. Since its invention in 1985 in the United States, the 50 cal sniper rifle has become the monarch of all wars. Big boy gun. The governor from Oaxaca belongs to the Morena party. Put 1 and 2 together. Again, everything means something over there. Everybody's connected. Everybody got a problem. Everybody's political. Everything. To me, there's good and there's evil. That's it. That's what I see going on out here. There's good and there's evil. And some come disguised as the other. And some can be the other under necessary, righteous circumstances. Shout out Shannon. I'll be looking for more. See if I can find some more answers. Please, if you find anything, let me know, because shit is fragmented and all over the fucking place. Since its invention in 1985 in the United States, the 50 cal sniper rifle has become the monarch of all wars. Its reputation for destroying the toughest armor, its unaliving precision, even at 1.8 kilometers from its target, and the ease with which it can be trafficked to Mexico made it the most coveted weapon by Bartel since 2008. Its most popular version is the one created by Barrett Firearms. But given its sales success, more and more hammer shops are producing their own 50 caliber rifles with innovations that make them more devastating than the original. No mames. Man, I need one of those. They are capable of penetrating an armored car where a politician, judge, or businessman is traveling, and even piercing military tanks. Barrett rifles increasingly popular among criminals. The problem is that the necessary restrictions don't exist to prevent these new monsters from falling into the hands of organized crime. Do what Jay said. Cut them off at the fucking border. Leave my guns alone. You know what I mean? Don't come over here telling me about a Mexico problem and you want to fuck with my guns. No. Right? Stop them at the border. Leave my shit alone. And they're arriving increasingly. If 44 of those weapons were seized in Mexico in 2013, by 2022 this figure could have reached 82 seizures. The .50 caliber is the largest ammunition cartridge available to American civilians today. It can shoot down planes on takeoff or landing. And yet acquiring it is as simple as buying a single-shot hunting rifle. Facts. Christian Rand, Director of Government Affairs for Civil Organization Violence Policy Center, an ally in the Mexican lawsuit against American hammer shops, told Milenio. If there's anything up this year other than inflation, it's hammer sales and small aircraft crashes. Bruh, there's some shit going on. There's some electromagnetic shit going on out there. Dozens of destructive versions of the .50 cal rifle from 6 different Barrett hammer makers, 5 American and 1 European, have already been found on Mexican soil. These rifles were acquired on the black market by cartels to give button men an advantage over the armed forces, according to the report. For example, the discovery of the .50 caliber TAC 50C rifle produced in Texas by Macmillan Firearms. Its creators described their device as the proud result of years of work with elite units around the world and promised greater effectiveness than Barrett rifles in military tactics such as an ambush. Our equipment is reliable. It ergonomically adapts to the shooter. Not just for a few shots at the shooting range, but for hours or days crouching in a hiding place, waiting for a target to appear. Boasted Texas hammer shop Macmillan Firearms is located about 300 kilometers from Gulf Cartel strongholds such as Nuevo Laredo and Matamoros, Tamaulipas, where its armed groups such as La Tropa del Infierno are known for ambushing military personnel using .50 cals. These are the weapons the military and police fear the most. Now they are being used to inflict terrible damage in Mexico, which is why we are calling for U.S. manufacturers to be held accountable, says Rand, co-author of the report Long Range Terror, How U.S. .50 cal Sniper Rifles Wreak Havoc in Mexico. Even gun shops like Tampa, Florida-based Serbu Firearms sell their .50 caliber variant, the RM50, as inspired by social media. Fucking dorks. Shout out Ricky Bobby on the check-in. Salute. Let me see. Inspired by social media. Knowing that in most of the United States, anyone under 18 or older who passes a background check can purchase a .50 cal rifle. Designed in collaboration with YouTube celebrity Royal None Such, currently banned for his advocacy of violence, the RM50 is durable, lightweight, accurate, easy to disassemble, and low cost. It's the most affordable way to get started busting at a .50 cal rifle, reads the advertisement for this weapon, which has also been found in Mexico. With words like power, toughness, precision, destruction. Sounds like you're selling a car and shit. Gun shops are targeting new buyers as well as Mexican cartels. How much does a Barrett rifle cost? Between 2010 and February 2023, 831 .50 cal sniper rifles have been seized by Mexican authorities. Of these, 519 are the traditional Barrett, but 238 come from other hammer makers offering increasingly catastrophic qualities, such as veiled promises that they can pierce military tanks. Yeah, I don't see that happen. according to the VPC count. This is the case of the Austrian armory Steyr Arms, whose version of the 50 cal rifle, which they call the Steyr HS-50, has also been found in Mexico more than 10,000 kilometers away from its place of manufacture. A lot of reading today, y'all. Absolutely. Let me see. So we did that. This is boom. This is the scale of Barrett's moving up. Where we at? That ends at 2023. Kilometers away from its place of manufacture, capable of sending 50 caliber rounds over 1,000 yards, 914 meters with surgical precision. This rifle will generate its own version of shock and awe. Capable of sending a 50 caliber round over 1,000 yards with surgical precision. This rifle will generate its own version of shock and awe on the range, the company information reads. So they promoting the shit out of these things. It's great sales tactics from the gun dealers, really. Create situations to instill fear, profit, repeat, all day long. My brother could definitely impart knowledge on the subject, JP. We could do that soon. Racine was a hub. One of the cartel leaders' cousins lives there. The reporter was telling Borderlands. No shit. The power of these 50 cal variants is of enormous concern to the VPC. Armored vehicles for politicians, armored trucks for judges, aircraft, tanker cars, and even concrete bunkers are vulnerable to fire from the new 50 caliber rifles even at 2 kilometers away. You ever see there's a guy, I forget his name. I think his name is here, let me go look him up real quick. Is it Kentucky? This guy's a YouTuber. Yeah, Kentucky Ballistics. I'm gonna drop y'all the video in the Discord. But Buddy was shooting a 50 cal that it wasn't a Barrett. A 50 cal that I'm not necessarily a fan of how it works. But he was showing off and he was shooting at things on his YouTube channel, and the fucking 50 cal blew up in his face. Gashed him from here all up in here, blew this shit up. He took some hits. He survived it. He still shoots big hammers out there. But Buddy took a big hit from a 50 cal. Blew up on him. Where was I? Right here. She was doing an investigative interview. I'm not far from Racine. My grandpa was a hammer dealer and left me everything last year when he passed. We could have built AR-15 for $600-800. Wait, what? You still got the business, or you don't got the business no more? Yeah, my brother has a gun shop in Florida, not far from there. Kentucky Ballistics and FPS Russia both did a lot of YouTube channels and a lot of backlash too. Yeah, Buddy shit blew up. Kentucky Ballistics. And the damage to infrastructure considered a source of national security can be much greater. Airports, airplanes, train cars, transporting hazardous materials and toxic chemical storage facilities are even more vulnerable to attacks with these rifles. We are particularly concerned about semi-automatic and bolt-action 50 caliber rifles, as they pose serious threats depending on their use. For example, an attack with the Barrett semi-auto rifle would allow 10 rounds to be fired in a burst. Think of 10 50 cal rounds. You know what I'm saying? Imagine 10 supersonic league baseballs made of adamantium or vibranium. You know, going at the speed of light. You know what I'm saying? Like, just imagine. Just imagine. Let's see. I still have everything. He renewed business 2 weeks before passing. Salutes. Handle your business. Gotta hook you up with my brother. My brother has a Cerakote shop. Does some dope shit. Ain't it also? Think about that. Think about 10 rounds being fired in a burst. Brrrah, brrrah, right? But 10 rounds of supersonic steel vibranium league balls with points on them on fire. Yeah. After Kentucky's hammer blew up, YouTube channel started using strings to pull triggers. I mean, I think it's smart. You know? You got to think, man, you know. This is listen, Buddy almost got the worst of it. Like, he was almost donezo. If he ain't jab his fingers in that wound and his father wasn't there to get him to the hospital, dude's done. Talk about the helicopter and Mayo took down. I will not. I will produce the show, my friend. Thank you. Maybe that's a future episode. I watched one random Hammer show vlog the other day. Excuse me, I got hiccups and shit. And now, like, my whole feed is Hammer stuff. Hammer time. Yep. Demolition Ranch is retiring. That's what Pierre was saying for top special force guys could literally cripple the infrastructure of the U.S. Just turn the lights out for a couple of days and watch the U.S. crumble. We are particularly concerned. Oh no, we did that. 10-round burst. Adding to this anxiety is the fact that hammer shops are increasingly designing accessories that increase the lethality of their products. Suppressors and long-range laser-equipped sights could increase the rate of police officers, soldiers, and even politicians being unalived. Despite this cutting-edge technology, America's hammer shops have strived to make their creations as affordable as possible. An Armalite AR-50 rifle costs less than $4,000, 81,000 pesos. And Serbu Gunsmiths offer its variant. Where did it go? I lost it. Serbu Gunsmiths offer its variants with different barrel lengths for $2,600, 53,000 pesos. And for those who don't want to spend a lot, there are sites like Hammer Broker. I've done business on Hammer Broker before, which sells used Barrett 50s and their variants, but which promise to be as lethal as a brand new one. I need a 50 cal in my life, I think. I have to leave this fucking city. Have you seen a dude who purposely rapid fires ARs until they fail and blow up? Yeah, he do a lot of shit. Put a switch on I don't know if it's the same dude, but there's a couple of guys that they just go to failure on the hammer. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so, y'all. They go to failure. See how far the shit, how far the shit goes. All you need are a couple drums to play Wanda. If you know, you know. Yeah. Facts. Shout out Chillax on the check-in. Hope everything's going for you. Hope everything's been going good for you lately. Miss seeing everyone. Salutes to you, Chillax. IB said, Ricky Bobby, I saw one where dude's rifle so hot that he puts it down on the table and the round cooked and it fired itself twice. Whew. Keep playing. So it's also on the check-in. Keep playing. Osama bin Laden's weapon. The hammer is one thing, but it also depends on what ammo you're shooting. There's a lot of green tip ammo on the streets. Well, what happened with dude is his ammo was packed too hot. It was old ammo that went hot. One of them is enough. Imagine 10, coño.
Mono con los ojos tapados.
Facts. Salutes, Chillax. Osama bin Laden's weapon. The first time the world began to talk about the destructive power of the 50 cal rifle outside the hands of its original purchasers was in 2001. This was when investigations following the September 11th attacks revealed the terrorist militant Osama bin Laden had purchased 25 Barrett brand rifles for his Al-Qaeda organization. In Mexico, seizures of this weapon began to grow in 2008 following an operation in Reynosa, Tamaulipas against Jamie Gonzalez Duran, known as El Hummer, who we saw recently. Wasn't he recently taken down? Wasn't he one of the extradited? I don't remember. I think he is. We was just talking about him. Who's going to survive 1,000 rounds per minute? Me. Superman. I don't know. You need 1,000 rounds, bro. Gotta have them. Let's see. The Mexican army described 7 Barrett 50 caliber rifles along with AK-47s, rifles, grenades, grenade launchers, dynamite handguns, and cash as the largest arsenal captured in one day in Mexico. From then on, the 50 cal appeared in the most terrible crimes in Mexico. In the 2013 unaliving of Gustavo Geraldo Garza, the operational coordinator of the State Investigation Agency in Nuevo León. In the 2023 homicide of Michoacán self-defense group leader Hipólito Mora, in the 2015 shooting down of a military helicopter in Villa Purificación, Jalisco. There you go. I think that's the one you was talking about, Steve, which unalived 8 soldiers and one. Jesus Christ. Which unalived 8 soldiers and 1 soldier. Okay. In the leg amputation, and 1 soldier in the leg. See, this is all wrong. Amputation from a hammer wound of a soldier who participated in the 2019 Culiacanazo. And it reaches peak of popularity by June 26, 2020, when hitmen from the Jalisco CJNG attacked then police chief Omar Harfouk in the heart of Mexico City, who survived the 50 cal attack, but not 2 of his bodyguards and a woman caught in the shootout. Couldn't save her, huh? Motherfucker. Now he's the Secretary of Security of Mexico. To prevent 50 cal sniper rifles from making their way to Mexico, the VPC demands the future production and sale of 50 cals and similarly powered sniper rifles be banned immediately, except for military and police use. Hell no. If he got one, I want one. Period. Hit the like button, y'all. Seizures. 50 cal sniper rifles recovered by Mexican authorities for 2010 to 2023. All right. Bushmasters, 238 unknown armories, and 519 Barretts. In addition, required by law that all 50 cal rifles currently in possession be registered under the National Firearms Act, demand background checks and registration for the sale or transfer of all 50 cals and similar power ammunition, as well as prohibit all unconventional ammunition such as armor-piercing incendiaries, and tracers. Salutes. What do you say? He says a lot of green tips out there. You fucking right there is. All right, 50 cal, the favorite hammer of the Bartels. Make sure y'all join me tomorrow evening for my birthday stream. All right. I don't even know how I got muted. Sorry. I don't even know how that happened. I didn't hit the button. What would I hit the button for? We chilling. I probably hit the wrong button. Let's see. I was just repeating shit over here. I was saying salutes to Chillax and Ricky Bobby for hanging out, and salutes to JP. And I was just in the conversation. I don't. Kentucky Ballistics don't wear a mask. Yep, green tips. They're out there. 2:30 premiere, no? 2:30, I think. Let me see. Or did I fuck that up? I could have fucked it up. Thought it was a 2:30 premiere. I might have fucked it up. Let me see. No, it's 2:30. I got an audition to do, but yeah, that's all I was saying. And then I was just reading. You think all the work? You think is all work of the CIA running hammers? Part of it, I'm sure. Part of it. I'm gonna tread lightly and still find a way to make my presence felt. What is that even for? Oh, you tread lightly. Open bar tomorrow. I don't even know how that's gonna work. The bar gonna have to be set up different. All right, bar gonna have to be set up different. Turn down volume. Turn down volume where, Vicente? Turn down mic volume. Turn down audio from the screen, or how about you lower your fucking phone, Vicente, before I put you in the fucking bench, Mike. All right. I'd rather get what, Dunkin' Donuts? What are we talking about, Mike Lopez? Shannon, no, you had me spooked. I thought I fucked up and put it at 2:00. Kentucky isn't the one I'm talking about with the mask. That's a dude who purposely runs hammers hot to test. Oh no, yeah, no, I haven't seen the guy with a mask, but I've seen a couple different people do it. They take the hammer all the way to failure. All right, man. Well, we made it through week 2. Well, officially tomorrow we'll make it through week 2 of our daytime streams. I kind of like these daytime streams. Brings new people around. So maybe I'm gonna have to mix it up during the week. I don't know if we could expect daily, 5 days a week for very long. Especially with what my schedule is like outside of this, but we're gonna figure out what's best and hang out, man. We're just looking for YouTube to cut the bullshit and let up on the algorithm and get it to rhythm and over here. All right, but again, Hunter's up in the chat. I appreciate y'all for hanging out. Let me go through the chat real quick. We covered a bunch of shit today. We got to keep an eye on the story of these 9 kids and what happened to them, because that shit is as convoluted as so many things. We got updates to talk about as far as 50 beefing, 50 and Rick Ross. Rick Ross said he's gonna buy 50's masters. Rick Ross also said he was gonna make a BMF movie. Shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? Let me run through the chat again. Earlier I seen Eddie Jimenez up here. Salutes to him. Salutes Zoraida, Steve, shout out Shannon, shout out ECA22, my brother Oso, Velez, Pooh, Primo, JP. Appreciate you, JP. Thank you for the $5 power chat. Shannon, salutes. Darkly Noon, appreciate you. Vicente, appreciate you. 298. Let's see, Delcio, salutes. Ay, hubo pocos pero locos today. Lupus, salutes to you. Fernando, I appreciate you. Thank you for the Venmo. Mike Lopez, salutes. Saw Vernon Hines up in here. Shout out Vernon Hines. Shout out Ivy. Ricky Bobby, also, Chillax. Right, Eddie Jimenez, Lupe. I'll check in with y'all tomorrow. So I thought you lived in the mothership. I do, but other shit gotta get done. So who's gonna change the tires on this bitch? Who's gonna, oil up the engine on this motherfucker? Me, that's who, okay? No seas.
Mono con los ojos tapados.
Alright, be good. Stay safe, everyone. Phone hundreds up in the chat. Till tomorrow's B-Day stream. Salutes to you, Eddie. Salutes to you, Lupe. Hope everyone has a great and blessed day. Tomorrow's a celebration. Like and subscribe to the great quality content. It's free. Not the first time I fuck up. Won't be the last. Me either. Salutes to you, Ricky Bobby. I appreciate you. Y'all have a great night. I don't think we're going to play no music or no nothing. We just going to cut bait and kick rocks. Get out of here. Everybody get after the rest of that million. Get that money for the rest of the day. Oh. Before we go, hold on. This stream should redirect you to the next live. I mean, to the next premiere. But let me throw you the link quickly to that next video. We got videos. Come on, man. Who else gives you a live stream and an edited video every day? What the fuck is going on? Get no respect out here. Alright, my shit. Boom. Let's get this. Where's this premiere at? God damn it. Scheduled. Where is it? For the 13th. This one here. Wow. Boom. I'll drop this one in here. This is where we're going to be in about, 10 minutes? Less than 10 minutes, like 7 minutes.
Yo vivo tranquila con la penetration en la casa. Cállate, hijo de puta.
Cállate, hijo de puta.
Si la cagó, mira, hizo.
Así hizo. Have a great rest of your day. Thursday, everyone. Great live as always. Shy. Salute to you, Zoraida. I was going to switch my channel to a hammer channel, but never pulled the trigger. Can't do that. Don't pull the trigger. Salutes. Shout out Primo. Stay dangerous. Salutes to you. Abby said, happy early birthday, Shy. Thank you, sir. Lo cagó el gallo. Happy birthday. Thank you. You need Rodney Dangerfield on your sample board. No respect. I got no respect. Love Rodney. Rodney was that dude. Switching to Premiere. Switch to the Premiere. I will see y'all there, all right? I'll see y'all in the live chat of the Premiere, and I will holla. Peace.